We have the Strength of Steel event, which is the Ultra Bonus Unlock Part 2 of the GoFest season. So what we're gonna do today is go over the top tips, tricks, and strategies to make sure you guys can max out on this event and take advantage of everything that's going on, including a brand new shiny introduction. So welcome to the Trainer Club, here we go! Obviously, the event has started for you guys. What have you enjoyed about this event so far? Because there's some cool bonuses, there is a brand new shiny, and there's also going to be some cool field research tasks as well, including a bonus that I really like. So this event is going to go all the way until the 30th, which is going to be Tuesday at 8 p.m. So we still have a lot of time left on this event, which while I know the Mega Lucario was coming out and I kind of had some timing issues with videos, at least we're gonna be able to go over the tips here. And this event's bonuses are all gonna be about catching. So we're gonna get additional XL candy when we're catching Pokemon. We're gonna get additional chances of getting XL candy when catching Pokemon. So I'm not really sure how those two line up, but just remember catching Pokemon is gonna be important, and using a Mega Level 3 of a Steel typing is gonna be extremely important for this event. You guys do have Steelix, and then you also have Scissor. And you can do Aggron as well. The only problem with Aggron is it's a solo Steel type. The other two are either paired with Bug, or we also have with Ground. Ground is a great option. So also for this event, we are gonna be getting extra candy when catching and 3 times catch Stardust. So while that does sound very enticing and fun, which it obviously is going to definitely add to our Stardust count, the problem here is that we do not have any Stardust boosted Pokemon that are going to be spawning. As far as the brand new shiny, that's going to be Togedemaru that's going to be coming out. So guys, please be on the lookout for that shiny that is introduced during this event. The shiny goes from having a light faint kind of gray top to a light faint kind of yellow top. So be on the lookout for that shiny. So with that said, guys, let's start going into our top tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip 1 is going to be about the spawns, what's going on here, and what should we focus on. These spawns are going to be Alolan Sandshrew, we have Magnemite, Pineco, Nosepass, Aron, Beldum, Bronzer, Ferroseed, Galarian Stunfisk, and then the Togedemaru. And those are going to be the common spawns. So one thing I am going to point out is that we do have the Beldum that goes into Metagross. Metagross is extremely powerful in its shadow form that is out right now. However, it does have a future Mega, so having XL candy for this Pokemon. Like I talked about in the introduction, using a Mega Level 3 would be fantastic, and since all of these are going to be Steel typing, any Steel works, but you might as well use either a Bug combination with the Scissor or Ground combination with the Steelix. The Aggron does not maintain the Rock and the Steel when it goes into a Mega. Unfortunately, it becomes only a Steel type. But then as far as other meta relevant Pokemon here, unfortunately, the Beldum is going to be the only one. And then if you are lucky, you can catch the Onix, which is a shiny boosted Pokemon, as well as the Bronzer. Both of those Pokemon, including another one in here, which will be Scyther, not boosted, but Skarmory is another boosted Pokemon, and then we have Clink. And these are the 4 rarer Pokemon. So the Skarmory, the Onix, as well as the Bronzer are going to be shiny boosted Pokemon, meaning that you're going to have higher chances to be able to get those Pokemon shiny in the wild. So if you don't have them, you see them out there, please make sure to click on them. More than likely by Tuesday, you will have one of these shinies. So then that's going to lead us into PvP. There's a lot going on here as far as PvP. Steel typings are notoriously very resistant to a lot of things, which makes them very valuable here. So the PvP IVs will be Alolan Sandslash, rank 43 with Powder Snow, Ice Punch, and Drill Run at a 0-14-14. And then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 93 in the Shadow, 117 in the non-Shadow at a 0-14-15, which is going to be at level 49, so it will require some XL candy there. And then we have the Magnezone in the Great League, rank 100 at a 0-13-15, and then in the Master League, rank 131 in the Shadow and 160 for the regular. Also, the Metagross is best ranked at 57 in the Master League. Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, and Earthquake. And just as a reminder, that is going to be all 15s. That one can be multi-purposed as a budget attacker with that Meteor Mash. The Meteor Mash is unfortunately a Calm Day move, so either you're going to save this for whenever we do get a Community Day Classic that's going to feature Beldum, or potentially an event that does allow that moveset evolution, or you're going to have to use an Elite Charge TM. And then in the Great League, we're going to get Ferrothorn at 111, and then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 129, so they are just out of me covering them. In the Great League, the Stunfisk, however, is going to be ranked 25, which is very impressive, with the moveset combination of Mudshot, Rock Slide, and Earthquake at a 0-12-15. And then in the Ultra League, it's actually going to be ranked 50 with the same exact moveset at all 15, so that one can be caught as a 100% IV and then maxed out all the way to level 50, and it sits below 2500. That is one of those examples that if level 60 comes out, this one might be the best for the Ultra League, then at a 5-15-15 if we get 10 levels of added power-ups. And then we have the Togedemaru, actually ranked 73 in the Great League with Thundershot, Fell Stinger, and Wild Wild Charge at a 0-13-13. Then we have the Steelix in the Great League, ranked 40 with Dragon Tail, Psychic Fangs, and Crunch at a 0-14-15. And then in the Ultra League, in the Shadow, it's going to be ranked 31, and in the non-Shadow, 37 at a 2-15-15 at almost level 50, so quite a bit of XL Candy. And then finally, let's not stop at Skarmory, ranked 4 in the Great League with Steel Wing, Brave Bird, and Sky Attack at a 0-15-14. And then in the Ultra League, ranked 22 with Steel Wing, Brave Bird, and Sky Attack. And that's going to be, once again, something that's going to be all at 15s. So man, those spawns are looking great. Plenty of good shinies out there, relevant GBL Pokemon, and a very good meta attacker. One of the top in the game, which then leads us into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be all about some field research, because we can get free Mega Energy here. So you guys hear me talk about that you need to do at least 1 Mega Raid to accumulate enough Mega Energy to evolve a Pokemon. However, here is going to be a different story. Is all you have to do is accumulate these field research. You get the 100 Mega Energy or whatever it requires to do the Mega Evolution. Then what you're going to do is Mega Evolve that Pokemon once you do any one of that specific species. So let's say you do it for Onix in the Steelix going into the Mega Steelix. From there on out, once that Mega has been unlocked, you can walk any of those Pokemon, whether it be an Onix or a Steelix, and you will yield Mega Energy from walking, which then can help you do evolutions. And don't forget, every couple days, obviously, I believe it's going to be 5 days when it is first evolved until you get it to Mega Level 2. Then it's every 4 days. I believe that's right. And maybe I might be a little bit wrong on that. Might be a little bit longer. But needless to say, you're getting the free Mega Evolution, and you can keep Mega Evolving it for free until you get it to Mega Level 3. It will take a little bit more time, but it is an available option for everybody out there that does not pay for the game. So the tasks are going to be: catch 10 Steel type for a Togedemaru at 926, catch 15 Steel type for a Klink at 409, or for a Beldum at 418. A very relevant Pokemon, could be a Shundo chance, and getting a Hundo of Beldum is absolutely legendary, so you do want that. Explore 2 kilometers for another Togedemaru, and then power up a Steel type 5 times for a Togedemaru at 926. Evolve 3 Steel type will give you any of the Steel Mega Energy in a quantity of 25, so it could be any one that you do encounter. Obviously, it will tell you what it is. If it's Aggron, I'm not super pressed about that one, but if you do need energy for that, go ahead and do it. This is an easy one to do. There's plenty of Pokemon out here, and I would suggest evolving Aron, because it is one of the least useful Pokemon that are going to be spawning out there that you have probably the most candy for. So do that. The only one that I would dump is power up a Steel type Pokemon 5 times for that Togedemaru, adventure for 2 kilometers, or catch 10 Steel types are way easier to be able to do, and I wouldn't waste your Stardust trying to get more field research done here. So those are going to be all the field research to look out for, but then there's also some challenges. We do have a timed research for a catch 50 Steel type for a Beldum, power up a Steel type Pokemon 15 times for a Togedemaru. So if you are doing this research, you can multi-purpose it with those other tasks from the field research, so that you're getting every 5 power-ups. You could be completing some field research at the same time. Remember, using a level 1 Pokemon, powering it up 5 times is only 1200 Stardust, so it's very easy. Make sure that power-up bar is all the way at the bottom. Evolve 10 Steel types for a Klink encounter, earn 25,000 Stardust for a Skarmory, win 3 raids for a Mawile, catch 7 different species of a Steel type Pokemon for the coats in the quantity of 3. Then you get a Pawniard, a Magnetic Lure, and 10,000 XP. Then we have collection challenges that can be completed as well, and they're all going to give you 100 of each of the Mega Energy. So great field research out there, which then leads us into tip number 3. Tip 3 is less about being a tip, more about information. We do have tier 1 raids, which is going to be Skarmory, we have Klink, we have Pawniard, and Togedemaru. In the 3-star raids, we are going to be getting Steelix, we are going to be getting Scizor. Remember, both of those Pokemon can be shiny. Aggron will be in there, that's going to be shiny, and Mawile will be shiny as well. All of these would be Mega Pokemon, except for the Mawile is not out in the game. As of right now, we are going to be getting the Tornadus, that's going to be in the incarnate form in tier 5 raids, and then we will have the Mega Aggron out. And just a reminder, guys, we are getting 3 times catch Stardust, so one of my biggest tips is just going out and catching Pokemon. Have a Steel type Mega Level 3 evolved, and then go out and then catch a lot of Pokemon. You can get a ton of XL candy for those Pokemon and enjoy yourself. So those are some tips for this event. It's a fun event. It's a not too long event, but then we have Adventure Week to look forward to, and I'm very excited about that. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you to all of my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, participation to XL. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.